I've got a theory how I cook.
Okay.
It's by guess and by gosh. I guess this looks good. Gosh, it looks just right. We'll go eat it anyway.
Okay.
I'm Beth Hames, former Knoxville news anchor and proud mom of two. I'm hitting the road in some fantastic RVs to uncover hidden gems and amazing local talent. Come along for a road trip beyond the guidebooks, full of friendly faces and unexpected finds. This is Hidden Trails. We're kicking off our journey in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. With over 80 attractions and home to Dollywood Theme Park, it might not be the first place that comes to mind when you think hidden gem. But having grown up just an hour away, I can say firsthand, it's a real treasure nestled at the foothills of the Smoky Mountains. But before we dive in, let me walk you through my new home on wheels. Welcome to the 2025 Mercedes Sprinter Heritage MD4, a Class B camper van. At just 25 feet, it's easy to handle on the road, and with all-wheel drive, it's perfect for both mountain roads and the main streets of Pigeon Forge. Inside, it's all about comfort. The seats are plush, and there's a power-folding rear king-size bed. You'll find all the essentials, like air conditioning, an induction stove, a compact fridge, and plenty of storage for your gear. Plus, with built-in solar panels, it's ideal for off-grid camping. The wet bath is fully equipped, and for entertainment, there are TVs on board. With backup cameras and advanced safety features, maneuvering is a breeze, even if, like me, it's your first time renting an RV. With all that being said, it's time to drive this bad boy to our first stop, Clabough's Campground. Clabough's is a locally owned and operated campground that has been in the same family for 5 generations, dating back to the 1800s. It's everything you want in a Smoky Mountain campground. It's right near all the action in town, but once you settle into your campsite, you feel miles away from it all. It's drizzling today, but that just makes the RV feel even cozier. Perfect weather to curl up and finally finish my book. After some good R&R, it's time for our first activity. Seems only fitting to start things off in Pigeon Forge with a little hands-on metalwork. This is Circle Bar T Forge, a hidden gem for folks curious about the timeless craft of blacksmithing, a trade that's been part of Tennessee's roots for generations. How are you, Brett?
Oh, how are you, Beth?
Back in the day, blacksmiths kept life rolling, forging everything from fine tools to home goods. Brent, the owner and founder, is carrying on that tradition.
All right, so that metal's about hot.
That's my cue.
We're looking at a nice 2100 degrees right there. Don't want to grab it. Bad idea.
Don't worry.
First off, I'm going to have you hit that set hammer. Now go ahead and hit that for me a little harder. A little higher with your hammer. Just pick your arms up a little bit. There you go. Keep going.
Okay, it's official. I'm counting this as my workout for the day. Trust me, it's harder than it looks, but it's part of history here. Ever wonder how Pigeon Forge got its name?
The Pigeon River runs right here behind our shop right here. If you have a town, you have to have a blacksmith.
Yeah.
So you had the Pigeon River next to the blacksmith shop with the forge, so there became Pigeon Forge. So
The town's got its story, but what led Brent to make it part of his own?
started as a teenager, when I would start shoeing horses. Then as I went to college in Texas for that. So I'm a college educated horseshoer.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah.
A unique path for sure. And it must feel good sharing that with others, right?
That's probably my favorite thing is when the young kids come in and they really get into it. I mean, they're up there with that hammer and they're all about that. It's kind of great to see that. It's very satisfying to see that smile on that face. The end result, that's my payment. I want you to grab a hold of that wrench and twist that thing.
Brent's passion for working with kids really shines through. He's not just teaching them a craft, he's helping them experience the joy of creating something from scratch. For these kids, it's a chance to build skills, confidence, and memories they'll carry with them. And I'd say it certainly helped me do the same.
Now you see the look of it now.
Yeah, nice.
And that's what we're going to do for this whole
Okay,
thing.
shines it up. Looks like a roasting fork to me, but you're going to be more critical. I
It
know.
does look like a roasting fork to me also. For your first one, that's very, very good. Trust me on that. It all looks easy until you pick up that hammer and start swinging it. So, very good job.
Do you need another apprentice?
We could always use another.
Okay.
On second thought, I'll skip the apprentice gig. My arms are feeling it. Let's head to our next adventure. For this one, we're heading into the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, only about an hour's drive from town, and it's a pretty one. Now, legend has it every morning, my good friend Leon roams these parks, so let's see if we can't track him down for some expert advice on the park.
Well, hey, Leon.
Hey, Beth, good to see you.
Well, fancy seeing you here on the road.
Just out for my morning stroll. You just missed seeing a mama bear and 3 cubs across the road
No
right here.
way.
Yeah,
Well, you want to get in?
I'll be glad to ride with you. Thank you. All right, get in this rascal.
Audience, meet Leon Downing.
This is my happy place. Anytime I'm in the park, I'm a happy camper.
Have you ever RV'd?
I have not. It makes me want to after seeing this ride, though. My goodness, holy cow.
Leon has been the executive director of the Pigeon Forge Department of Tourism for over 35 years.
Yeah, the park has a lot of quiet walkways, and they're not really well known. You have to know where they are. This is in an area called Tremont, and it was at one point in time was a logging camp back in the 20s and 30s. And so the trail we'll be walking on today was actually a railroad bed. So this whole area in the park that we're driving through would have been logged back in the 20s and 30s.
Now that these areas are protected, the quiet walkways offer a rare glimpse into the Smokies as they return to their natural beauty. These easy paths are unmarked or simply labeled, offering visitors a tranquil escape to enjoy the forest, streams, and wildlife.
All right, Leon. I don't even know where the trailhead is, so I'm following your lead.
It's over here.
Not there.
Not there.
All right, let's go.
Quiet walkways are unique to the Smoky Mountains National Park.
Hikers are going that way.
That's
What's
the
this
main
way?
trail. It looks like this is the quiet walkway. Look down here. Isn't that gorgeous? Look down in that valley there. Oh my goodness. Bet there's some trout in there.
Can I say rainbow trout?
I wouldn't doubt it. And this is why they call it a quiet walkway. This
Yeah.
is how quiet it is.
Nobody's on it for sure.
Most of the other people are probably doing the other hikes.
Yeah. You started hiking trails when you were a little boy?
Sure did, with my mother and father, and then Boy Scouts, and then, like I say, I was at the UT Hiking and Canoeing Club.
Yeah.
And then when I got out of the Army, I was in another hiking club, so I've done a lot of hiking in the park over the years.
Have you hiked all the trails? in
No,
the park?
probably not. There's some
800
park-
miles? How many?
800 miles of trails in the park, 70 miles of the Appalachian Trail. I've done all 70 of the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it gets better than this view, Leon.
I agree with you 100%. This is what the Great Smoky Mountains is all about. And just think about on this quiet walkway, a lot of people that come to the Smokies would never think to come here and be able to see this kind of beauty just right here. that
They've
we're
missed this
enjoying.
view.
Yeah,
Right.
Exactly.
And we've got remnants of the railroad.
That is, these are the bridge abutments where the railroad would have come through here that the lumber companies made.
Pretty. Do you have a favorite season?
I probably would. I love spring because all the wildflowers bloom in bloom.
Beautiful.
Yeah, there's over 1,500 varieties of blooming plants in the park. So
It's a lot to see. Well, that was a short walk.
just about a mile.
I enjoyed it. Can I give you a ride back?
I'd appreciate it if you would. I've had enough hike for today.
You've been going all day.
Alrighty, I'll get Leon home safe, and then it's back to camp for one last special treat. And I'll tell ya, some camp cooking sounds just perfect right about now. Back at Clabough's, our next guest has been hard at work setting up a real deal chuck wagon cooking experience for us. Chuck wagons were used by cowboys in the late 18 and early 1900s on cattle drives, and today we're meeting with Bobby Isley, one of the only cowboys left keeping the tradition alive.
Hey,
Beth, how are you?
I'm good, Bobby. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
How's it going?
How is it going?
I'm hungry.
We're gonna eat. Yeah.
So you've got the beans cooking, potatoes
yeah,
cooking.
we need to make some bread.
Okay. I don't typically make homemade biscuits. This is a treat.
You should.
I know. Easy to make, right?
Easy peasy. Yeah. Okay.
How much flour?
That much right there.
Okay. You have to sift it.
Sift it. There you go. We're gonna put just a little bit of baking powder in.
Okay. You don't measure, do you?
Nope. I've got a theory how I cook.
Okay.
It's by guess and by gosh. I guess this looks good. Gosh, it looks just right. We're gonna eat it anyway.
Okay.
So, and it works really good for me. Now we need milk.
Okay.
So we use this cup. It's close to the same size. So I usually typically flour, baking powder, and the same ingredient amount of milk.
Okay.
Bobby is the master of eyeballing his recipes.
This is the secret to making biscuits. See how I'm not really beating it, I'm just rolling it? That's the key.
Bobby, I don't know if I'm doing this right.
Yes, ma'am, you are.
You haven't even looked.
Just keep working it.
Just in a circle.
Yeah, and you can kind of bring it through the middle and just roll it.
Okay. This is a bit of a workout.
Yeah. Chuck wagon cooking not easy.
No.
Now this is just like a soft-shelled egg.
Okay.
You don't want to break it.
Okay.
Flour it, flour your hands,
So very gentle.
gently. Yeah, you gotta use your palm of your hand, not
Okay,
your
not
fingers.
your fingers. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So you like layered biscuits?
Yes.
That's what we're doing, we're layering
Oh,
them.
good.
Cut you out some biscuits there.
Every year in the beginning of spring, the city of Pigeon Forge hosts an annual Chuck Wagon cook-off at Clabough's, where you can meet these chefs, sample their food, and see the authentic wagons from the days of cattle drives across the West.
Sizzle.
It's the perfect event for Western enthusiasts and foodies alike. Oh, would you look at the time?
The biscuits are done.
I was gonna say, I thought they smelled about done.
That's what we was looking for.
Okay.
I'm gonna see it look again.
All right, this is why he likes to do this. Oh my God. I mean, that literally melts in your mouth. That's delicious. I'm hungry, are you?
I'm starved. My grandfather actually was a blacksmith for the Wagon Company. And so I kind of got into these particular wagons. They're named Layman's Wagon Company. I got into these particular wagons because of that.
Okay,
So-
and because of him.
Because of him. Yeah. In a sense, I like to go back 150 years until I lay down at night. And I'm thinking, I'm glad I ain't. But the cattle drive went up into the 40s, 1940s. So you imagine in 60 years they went from this to this.
It's incredible.
Yep. I mean, could you imagine that? In my way of life and the way I was raised, this is not camping to me. But I'm glad people has them because I'm glad they're outdoors.
Thank you so much. This was great. I appreciate all your hard work, and it really was fun kind of stepping back in time and learning and really appreciating the food.
Thank you.
All right, good luck cleaning.
Yeah. I think you said you was a pretty good cleaner.
Not did I say that?
Well, that's a wrap with Bobby and his incredible camp cooking. Can't think of a better way to end the day. Today we got a taste of life at Clabough's Campground, right at the base of the beautiful Smokies. From learning the art of blacksmithing at the forge, to a peaceful nature walk, catching up with Leon along the old railroad bed. It's been a day filled with history and adventure. And we ended it with a meal that took us right back in time. So for now, stay tuned for more of Pigeon Forge's Hidden Gems. Coming up next on Hidden Trails.
How I long once more to be with my friends at the old country church. You can pat your foot if you want to. As a small country boy.